Welcome to Greater Good Radio Hawaii, where leaders inspire leaders. Greater Good Radio Hawaii is dedicated to social entrepreneurship. I'm your host, Evan Leong, and with me is my co-host, Carrie Leong.
Mahalo, Evan. Today's guests are some students from SIFE, Students in Free Enterprise. They're from Hawaii Pacific University and California State University, Chico. Please welcome to Greater Good Radio, our SIFE team. So, welcome to our show, guys. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Luke Tucker. I'm the president of HPU SIFE.
I'm James Newman from CSU Chico, and I am a project leader.
My name's Eric HORMANN. I'm from CSU Chico. I'm also president of SIFE at our campus.
Okay, could you define SIFE for us, please?
Sure, I can answer that question for you. SIFE stands, as you know, for Students in Free Enterprise. SIFE is one of the largest organizations for universities in the United States, with over 800 colleges and universities. And it's also an international organization. They add different countries each year, and I believe there are almost over 50 countries. Basically, our mission through SIFE is to educate people through free enterprise, and that includes doing projects, working with Greater Good Radio, small business assistance, fundraising through different entrepreneurial activities of our own, as well as different educational projects.
So what do you mean by free enterprise? What is that? Entrepreneurship? What do you mean by that?
I'll take that one. Free enterprise is a loosely based term, I would say, through SIFE, because each team of students can define that as they want to. So really, you know, both our chapters here from HPU and Chico have kids programs where we're helping kids start their own business or learn how to, you know, what business is all about. But, you know, we also have socially responsible projects. Like we've done a wildlife one, and Luke, you guys have done some other stuff too that I know of. So it's a loosely based term, but it's really an entrepreneurial spirit is the main underlying term for the free enterprise part.
So what would be an example of a project that you guys have worked on?
Sure, I'll give you an example. I'm a project leader of one called E Squared this semester, and it stands for Entrepreneurial Elders. And it's basically just going to be a workshop going over credit card theft prevention and solicitation prevention, and just pretty much how to protect your finances through your later years.
The interesting thing I saw about the SIFE and the competition is that you guys all have metrics that you need to fill. Measurements. What were the measurements for that?
That one was just pretty much hit on, I don't know actually the logistics, Eric. It's to hit on another age group pretty much, I think. And
well, basically it was more focused on getting the senior citizens or a person in general more financially literate. It's just improving their skills just to become more financially stable. So that's kind of the criteria that it was fulfilling.
And are you coming up with these projects on your own, or are you going in and seeing maybe other company or organizations that are currently working on it and joining them as a team to make it better, enhance it some way?
Oh, yeah. I can start that one off. I know for CSU Chico, a lot of them are generated by the SIFE students, so they're student-generated ideas as well as advisor-generated projects. For us, we team up with a lot of different organizations, just kind of have people, we have a contact through them. Let's do a project with them. We know we can make a difference. BizKids is actually a product we got from BizWorld organization, a nonprofit organization. We can get the kid online, and we go, and the curriculum's set up for us, and we just do the project.
How long does a project normally last?
That varies wildly. We have a project that we've actually been doing constantly. It's a fundraiser for us. We sell jewelry from a Biko. The company's called Biko. It's based out of Australia. So we have a relationship with a distributor where we do a student now that we help them with marketing. We're working on doing a scholarship through SIFE with Biko, where they would all the SIFE students, all the SIFE groups in anywhere would basically be able to have a competition to put forth a business plan for Biko, how they'd be able to start franchising jewelry operations. And the one with the best one, according to Biko, would win $3,000.
So do these companies pay you folks to do this?
No, not in most instances.
It's usually like if we, any of us, if we get teamed up with like Chevron or anyone like that, it's usually they help sponsor the project that we do. It's not that we get paid for it. It's that the money goes back into SIFE. And like, for example, like your guys is with Biko, and we're starting an eBay store, is, we can actually start a whole business and run it and pay our students, but the money that is made as far as profits concerns goes back into our operating, and it's like, net retained earnings and used for just physical responsibility for later.
You guys get class credit for this?
You can. Some people choose to do it. Luke has a better example of that, and that's how he got involved with SIFE, kind of, right?
Right, and that school credit varies from university to university. Here at HPU, there is an opportunity to do it through a class called Exploring Enterprises, where essentially the advisor for SIFE sets up a class, and you're basically a participant in the club of students in free enterprise. But there are requirements. You have to do a paper. You have to do a project and whatnot. But as far as all universities, it's not everywhere.
But SIFE has it built. Like, you can go on the national website, and they have all the curriculum and course stuff. So if an advisor does want to run it as a class, it's a plug-and-play atmosphere, so students can get credit for it.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more on Greater Good Radio.